All right, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about line and angle relationships. We have vertical angles, adjacent angles, complementary angles, and supplementary angles that we're going to talk about, as well as the addition or the angle addition postulate. Vertical angles are the angles that are vertically opposite to each other when lines intersect each other. They are always congruent. Okay, so they're across each other from in the X. Okay, so this is our symbol for congruent. Congruent is just a fancy way of saying equal, but in different locations. We mark angles with the same markings to say that they're equal in measure. So 1 and 3 are vertical, 2 and 4 are vertical. Adjacent angles are two angles that have a common vertex and a common side. They are just next to each other. Okay, they share a side. Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90. They do not have to touch each other. They just have to add to 90. Okay, supplementary angles, again, they don't have to be next to each other. They just have to add to be 180. I always get asked how I remember the difference between complementary and supplementary. I just remember that complementary comes first in the alphabet, so it's the one that's smaller, so it measures to be 90, the other one measures to be 180. All right. The angle addition postulate says that if D is in the interior of angle ABC, basically you can add angles together to get the bigger angle. Okay, so in this example, we have angle ABD and angle DBC, 160, 140. When you add them together, you get the whole big angle is 100 degrees. Okay, so you could also subtract. So here we have some pictures. Find X degrees. So we have the big angle is 160. Part of it, the smaller angle is 95. So we're going to do 60 minus 95. And that's what X is going to equal. So X is equal to 65 degrees. Okay, so the big angle here, this one here is 80. Then this one here is 35. So then to get X, we're going to do 80 minus 35, which is 45. Okay, this one doesn't tell us what the whole big angle is, but that's a straight line. So when we have a straight line, that's 180 degrees. So 180 minus 100 would give us X equaling 80 degrees. Here we have that right angle in the corner, so we know those are going to be complementary. So we're going to do 90 minus 60 to give us 30. Okay, an angle measures 91 degrees. What is the measure of its supplement? So that's 180. So 180 minus 41, its supplement would be 139 degrees. The angle measures 50. The measure of its complement, well, that's 90. So 90 minus 50, its complement would be 40 degrees. An angle measures 150 degrees. The measure of its supplement would be 30 degrees. An angle measures 53 degrees. What's the measure of its complement? Complement's 90. So that would be 37 degrees. In the figure, measure of angle 1 is 3x. The measure of angle 2 is x plus 48. Write an equation to find x. Well, because we have the straight line, we know that together those angles add to be 180. So 3x plus x plus 48 equals 180, or you could have done 4x plus 48 equals 180. Okay, when we solve that, we have 4x plus 48 equals 180. So 4x is equal to 132. X is 33. So then 3 times 33 is 99. So the measure of angle 1 is 99 degrees. And then 33 plus 48 is 81. So the measure of angle 2 is 81 degrees. Number 8, in the figure, angle 1 is x plus 14, angle 2 is 3x. Write an equation to find x. Well, 4x plus 14, in this case, it equals 90. So let's solve. So 4x is equal to 46. Not 46. Sorry, 76. Divide by 4. And x is 19. So then we have 19 plus 14, that's 33. So the measure of angle 1 is 33. And then 3 times 19 is 57. So the measure of angle 2 is 57. I guess we should circle our equations too here. All right, give one pair of supplementary angles and one pair of vertical angles shown. So supplementary are two angles that would form like a straight line. So how about angles 1 and 2? Angle 1 and angle 2. And our vertical angles are across each other from the x. So how about angle 6 and angle 8? Are there multiple correct answers? Yes. Okay, one pair of supplementary. How about 1 and 5? Vertical, how about 4 and 7? Again, lots and lots and lots of possibilities. All right, in the figure, the measure of angle 1 is 32 degrees. Find the other measures. So 32, angle 3 would be 32, and then 2 and 4, they'd be supplementary because we have a straight line. So 180 minus 32 is 148. So measure of angle 2 is 148. Measure of angle 3 was 32. And the measure of angle 4 would be 148. Okay, measure of angle 3 is 129. So that means measure of angle 1 is 129. Because they're vertical. And then we're going to take 180 minus 129. That's 51. So our other two are 51. So measure of angle 2 is 51 degrees. Measure of angle 4 is 51 degrees. So that little m that I put in front, that means measure of. So when you're talking angle measures, you should have that little m in front as well.